Hello student, assalamu alaikum. How are you? I hope that you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear student, I am Anwar Hussain, lecturer English, Lahti Jau Fazil Madrasa, Domar Nilphamari. Dear learner, today I will discuss an important topic of English second paper. The topic is transformation of sentence. Especially today I will discuss about affirmative to negative. How can we change an affirmative sentence into negative? Dear learner, let's see rule 1. Affirmative sentence. We all know the affirmative sentence, which states something positive or something in affirmation. Then if we want to change it into negative, we have to follow some rules and regulation here. In rule 1, let's see if we get only or alone in an affirmative sentence, and we have to make it negative by only by none but if there is a person, nothing but if there is a thing, and not less than or not more than if there indicates number or age. Let's see an example. Only he can play good cricket. None but, here we can use only instead of none but if we make it into negative. Only he can play good cricket. None but he can play good cricket. Another example, life is only a struggle. Here, struggle is a thing, and we will use nothing but instead of only when we will make it into negative. Let's see another example. She is only 20, and we will use here not more than instead of only, since it is it indicates number or age. Let's see another rule. In affirmative sentence, if we get must, we will use cannot but or cannot help. When we will make it into negative, let's see some example. If we can use cannot help. If we use cannot help, we will add ing with verb. Let's see, in affirmative sentence, we must obey our parents. Here, we will use cannot but instead of must. Let's see another example. She must do it. If we change it into negative, we have to use cannot help. We use we cannot help instead of must, and after that we change it into doing. Do will be changed into doing. Let's see another rule of affirmative to negative. In affirmative sentence, if we get every, and we will use there is no and dash dash but. Here, let's see an example. Everyone hates a terrorist. Here, every we will use there is no, and but we have to use it. Let's see another example. Everybody hates a liar. There is nobody but hates a liar. Dear learner, let's see another rule of affirmative to negative. If we get as soon as in affirmative sentence, we can use no sooner had dash then we will use Let's see an example. As soon as he saw the tiger, he ran away. No sooner had he seen the tiger than he ran away. Dear learner, we get as soon as here in a affirmative sentence, and if we make it negative, we have to use no sooner had. But we have to change the verb. Saw will be seen. Since we use had here. Let's see another example. As soon as the boy saw the police, he ran away. As soon as we will use no sooner had the boy seen the police, then he ran away. Let's see another rule of affirmative to negative. If we get only auxiliary verb in affirmative sentence, and we will use not after that verb. But if we do not get auxiliary verb in that affirmative sentence, we have to use auxiliary verb according to tense. Let's see. In present indefinite tense, we will use third person. If the verb is third person singular number, then we will use does. And past indefinite tense, we will use did. Rakib is an honest boy. Rakib is not a dishonest boy. Here is, and after that we will use not, and we will change honest into dishonest. In affirmative sentence, he hates me. If we make it negative, then we have to use does not here, because it is a present indefinite sentence tense. We will use does not here, and hates will be love, opposite word. Let's see another rule. If we get always in affirmative sentence, we have to make it never. When we will change it negative, he was always punctual. He was never late. Always will be never. Punctual will be late. I shall always remember you. I shall never forget you. Dear learner, we have already learned 6 rule. Another rule is that in superlative degree, if we get no other, we will use no other when we will make it negative. Very few if we get one of the. In superlative degree, if you get one of the, then we will use very few, and if we get the, then we will use no other when we will make it negative. Let's see the example. He is the best man in the team, and here the, and we will use no other. Batsman in the team is as good as he. He is one of the best batsmen in the team. Very few. We will use one of the, and very few batsmen in the team are as good as he. Let's see another rule. If we get then in comparative degree, then if we can change it into negative, and in this way we can sense negative sentence. Let's see an example. I am taller than you. Negative, you are not as tall as I. Here, taller will be tall, and since it is a positive, it is negative sentence. We have to use not as tall as I. Let's see another rule. If we get as soon as dash dash as, and we can change it into negative in this way. Let's see an example. The tiger is as fast as the lion. The tiger is not less fast than the lion. Rule 10, less than. If we get less than in affirmative sentence, then we have to make it negative in this way. You are less good than he said. You are not as good as he said. Let's see another example. Another rule of transformation from affirmative to negative. If we get 2 dash dash 2 in affirmative sentence, and we can change it into negative in this way. Let's see the example. The sum was too difficult for me to work out. We can change it into negative in this way. 2 will be so, and 2 will be that I could not. 2 will be changed that I could not. In this way, we can sense an affirmative sentence to negative. Let's see another rule. if we get both an and in affirmative sentence, and we will make it negative in this way. Both, instead of both, we will use not only, and instead of and, we will use but also. Let's see an example. Both Rajiv and Najir are best friend. Negative, not only, both will be not only, and will be but also. We will sense it in this way. Let's see another rule. If we get sometime in affirmative sentence, we will use always, and before that we will use do not, does not, or not according to tense. My friend sometimes visits me. My friend does not always visit me. Let's see another rule. Many, if we get many in affirmative sentence and we have to change it into negative, why not a few? Let's see the example. There are many students in the class. Negative, there are not a few students in the class. Dear learners, in this we can sense another rule. If we get a little in affirmative sentence, then we have to change it not much. I have a little money. I have not much money. Let's see some practice of affirmative sentence to negative. Only the meritorious will get the job. Dear learner, you